Now the market is looking pretty good this week, and welcome back to everybody who is back in crypto watching the videos, because we're getting some relief. Well done to everybody who stayed. Okay, you guys are going to be the ones that make it. But guys, we saw massive monster moves for a lot of our alts yesterday, and guys, what's a pain you truly can't explain until you've endured it. Panic selling the bottom. A lot of people panic sold the bottom, and we know that because volume was at lows, open interest was at lows. We're going to check that out in a minute, and engagements were super low as well, guys. Okay, so people panic sold the bottom, and I do believe this was a very similar scenario to what happened when we were at 45k for Bitcoin. We're right around here, or 48k, sorry. We're right around here. Everybody panic sold right into the capitulation, had a little bit of call for another few months, and then we blast off. Now, Bitcoin looks really good, guys, but I don't think it's time for us to do the panic longs, right? And start to think, oh my god, I've missed it. Oh my god, I've missed it. After these big candles, we must expect consolidation, or at least little pullbacks, because we actually hit the breakout target of 93k. And if you're not following the Twitter, if you're not in the members club, then you wouldn't have known that we were targeting this target here, guys. Okay, so now we're here. I'm expecting at least a little bit sideways or some sort of pullback. Now, if we completely blow off and leave everyone in the dirt, then fine. We've got a target at around 102k. But at these times here, after 1-2 big green candles, potentially a third, that's when everybody will want to get back into the market. And it's funny how as soon as Bitcoin does return bullish, as the market returns bullish, we start to see all these things being pumped out, right? Bitcoin is now larger than Google. How long until it overtakes Nvidia? How long until it overtakes Microsoft? How long until it's pretty much the number 2 largest asset in the world? Definitely within the next few years, guys. We're going to be number 2. And then I think like the next decade is going to be battling out with gold, like duking it out, saying, is gold the number 1 asset? Is Bitcoin the number 1 asset? And that will be the whole narrative that drives the future pumps and future rallies for Bitcoin, guys. And something to be aware of, I know it's super tempting to now go on MEXC. I was even tempted last night to put some stupid longs on alts, but I said, you know what, don't be silly. It's super tempting to go on there and say, I missed out on the pumps, and let me just 500x leverage. Do you guys understand what that means? That means it's 0.2%, not even 1%, 0.2%, and you're liquidated. Okay, so let me even just show you what that would mean. If we went on today's chart and you guys, let's say you got in the last hour and you thought, oh my god, right, we've had a pullback, we're finding some support around here. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna long around this candle here around 15 minutes ago, right? So you longed here because you thought we were going up. You're liquidated here. Be careful of that. I don't want any of you guys to get wrecked. We're seeing open interest on a lot of these top exchanges, and what that basically means is people are now coming back into the market, opening up positions. And what happens, what the market makers like to do when open interest starts to increase, they like to play with the liquidity, guys, and they like to actually snatch all the liquidity above and below. So we've actually caught the above liquidity now. Potentially what's on the cards is we go a little bit lower to catch all of the late longs, get them stopped out. And I mean, even on the larger time frame, we've got liquidity at 84k. Do we have to get it? I don't really think so, but there's definitely a big pocket of liquidity at around 90k, 86 to 90k here, that I would be surprised if market makers do not try to get here, because remember, we had big green candles. There will be pullbacks, guys. Now it's super bullish and I'm very excited. Is ETH going to make a comeback? If the pain continued, I was expecting 1.34k for ETH. We come to the ETH chart and we actually got 1.39k. So away by $50, but we did get the double tap on the bottom area of the channel. Now we're coming up to a major level of resistance for Ethereum, okay? We're coming up to number 1. This resistance here, right? We haven't had a change in character for ETH yet because we haven't printed new highs. And then also we're coming up to the big resistance at the end of the channel. So a lot of resistance here. I would not be surprised for us to see one little pull back here, maybe to the 100 MA, maybe to this trend before we do try and tackle it, maybe coil up and then break out. If we do break out straight away, then we're going to be looking for retests of this channel. So bear that in mind as well. A lot of people are going to be FOMOing into ETH. What happened? I thought it was vaporware. I thought it was going to zero. Okay, all the way in this region here, everyone was saying you better sell your ETH. As soon as we get the slightest relief, everyone's now posting charts to say that we're going back up to 3K, 4K. And seeing people start to repost charts saying, you know what, look, we're going back up to 5K, 6K, which was our target. For a long time, we haven't changed this thesis yet. ETH dominance at a new all-time low, couple that with the fact that Bitcoin dominance is super high right now. If we do start to get reversals, then that's going to be great for not only ETH, but for our altcoins, because it will signal that potentially altcoin season is on the cards if the old boy can get going. And then boom, another reason why we should all be on high alert right now, not getting too overly excited, is because we filled the 6%, which we were talking about. I think it was end of last week. We actually said, right, we've got 6% to go up to the 100 MA. Finding resistance here now, not a surprise at all. So what I would really like to see for all of us Super Bulls is for us to break through this and then turn it into new support. Again, until then, this is going to be a big level of resistance. So altcoins had a lovely relief yesterday. Will there be one more opportunity for you guys to get your final buys in? I'm not too sure, but if it does come, don't sit on your ass this time and actually make the most out of the dip. So that's it, guys. Let me know how you're feeling about the market today. It is looking pretty damn good. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, though. Let Bitcoin do its thing. Hopefully, Bitcoin dominance can come down. If you find anything in this video useful, please, I'd appreciate it. Click that subscribe button. It helps me out more than you guys can imagine. Leave me a like and a comment. See you tomorrow.